This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. The city of Madison has released its proposal for a new downtown recovery program in hopes of jumpstarting business in the State Street area. In a new survey, dozens of those businesses said they will struggle to open following the COVID-19 shutdown and damage during the protests and looting. The program would create a city fund to help cover the cost of repairs by offering reimbursement grants of up to $25,000 with no match requirement. That will help cover insurance deductibles or the actual cost of building repairs. In the meantime, some State Street businesses that closed during the protest are opening their doors again, and that's where we find Madeline O'Neill. Maddie, can you tell us more about the current situation going on State Street?
Well, you're right. Businesses are starting to reopen, but of course things still look different here. According to Madison's Central Business Improvement District, about half of businesses on State Street here have reopened, and a fifth have taken down the boards in their windows. Of course, that means there's still plenty here on State Street, still filled with artwork and murals, and some businesses aren't ready to say goodbye to that just yet.
I wanted to be a part of the movement in some way. Okay, over we go.
The face of State Street has changed.
I actually like it a lot better than like the windows. Like I think it's really pretty and it's a lot like nicer to walk down here.
So 13-year-old Nevi, along with her friends, is trying her hand at a mural.
It's of this black woman standing in front of these flames with the pride flag behind her and holding her fist up. Cool, thank you.
Along the street,
it's different, yeah.
Business looks different too.
It's been very hard.
Hard because of the COVID-19 shutdown. Then 3 days of violence on State Street, right when things were starting to open up. Some not able to reopen at all.
So it's just a lot of difficult situations where my friends and neighbors down here, you know, who own other businesses, we're all for the cause. And so we want to support that. And we also want to operate business at the same time.
Owner of the soap opera, Stacey Scannell, is doing door service as the specialty bath and body store prepares to welcome customers back inside.
I'm excited to get reopened again and welcome people down here and welcome the protesters too, because people should hear your voice.
Scannell says it's not quite business as usual here, and that's okay.
I love my artwork, to be honest. I love downtown. I love State Street. I've been here for a long time, and it's just a different way of looking at it.
A new perspective.
Pretty awesome. I'm excited.
From art that Nevi and her friends hope will help their community grow.
Freedom.
And reimagine the future.
We figured that it was a peaceful way that we could get involved with everything that's going on and spread our message.
I was just able to see a picture of the girls' finished product. It's pretty impressive. I'll post that on my Facebook page. Now, the soap opera is welcoming customers back in tomorrow, and the owner plans to leave the artwork and the boards up for at least another week or two. There are emergency funds available for businesses to apply for if they were damaged during the violence on State Street. We'll have information about that on our website as well.
Maddie O'Neill reporting live tonight. Maddie, thank you. People in DeForest are working to confront racism and honor the victims of racial injustice. Hundreds gathered at Fireman's Park to march and show that solidarity exists even in smaller communities. Participant in DeForest High School student Dean Wink says he felt compelled to help his community by bringing awareness to the issue.
Seeing what's happening face up and face to face, it's hard to stay silent, and I've been remaining very educated about what's going on, and it's hard for me to just sit at home and not be able to be there and feel like I'm doing something personally.
Organizers say the march's goal is to challenge structural racism, encourage the local police to examine their procedures, and mourn those who have lost their lives to racism. Several local prison reform groups are calling on the governor to release nonviolent prisoners to keep them safe during coronavirus. They say this is just one aspect of prison reform they are pushing for. They held a caravan rally today with an estimated 130 vehicles starting at the Madison Labor Temple and ending at the governor's mansion. The groups say Governor Evers, who ran with a campaign promise of cutting prison populations by 50%, hasn't done enough. the group left a memorial in honor of the more than 250 inmates who have contracted COVID-19 so far. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says it has purchased a new tool to help decontaminate surfaces, cells, and rooms in the county jail. The piece of equipment by Aeroclave was requested in the 2020 budget by Sheriff Mahoney. This decontamination unit will supplement the UV light equipment that has been in constant use in the jail since March. New at 10, the Milwaukee Public School Board voted tonight to end their contract with the Milwaukee Police Department. It comes after protesters gathered outside of the district building yesterday. The yearly contract is about $500,000, which allowed for the schools to have up to 6 officers available to respond to incidents on school grounds. The UW Police Department is investigating some graffiti on a column in Granger Hall. Today, a swastika was spray painted at the entrance on University Avenue and Park Street. It has since been removed. Several Confederate portraits were removed today from the U.S. Capitol. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi ordered their removal earlier in the day. The 4 portraits were of former House Speakers Robert Hunter, James Orr, Howell Cobb, and Charles Crisp. According to Speaker Pelosi, all 4 men had served in the Confederacy. The Princeton Club has revoked a man's membership tonight after a guest reported he said a racial slur in the locker room this morning. Our Gabriella Becerra shares the guest's experience.
You don't want to say anything about that? Okay, we'll see you, buddy.
Barkley Pollock is a self-proclaimed regular at the Westside Princeton Club. He posted this video following a man out of the facility after Pollock said the man said the N-word very loudly in the locker room.
I, shot him a look in the mirror to let him know that I was displeased with the language he had chosen to use. He saw my look and he responded with, "I'm listening to rap music, boy."
Pollock says others in the locker room stayed quiet.
It's a very isolating feeling.
But this time he couldn't.
This incident was not good, but there have been other incidents that have just kind of built and built and built. And today's incident just kind of was the proverbial last straw.
Pollock says he chose to stay silent in the past, but now enough is enough.
Part of the reason I feel like I have to speak up and say something is if I don't, then situations and circumstances like this will be normalized.
And Pollock says it's not difficult to find other stories like his out there.
There is an opportunity here because the national dialogue has changed, because public opinion is changing. There is an opportunity here to share these stories, and I would encourage more people like myself to share their stories and to speak up.
I'm Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
Princeton Club owner Peter Gary personally called Pollock to apologize and told him the man's membership has been revoked. Pollock says he commends the club for the quick action and rightful punishment. The 2 former officers charged in connecting with the deadly shooting of Rayshard Brooks in Atlanta turned themselves in today. Garrett Rolfe, who prosecutors say shot Brooks twice in the back, voluntarily turned himself in to face 11 charges, including felony murder. The other officer involved, Devin Brosnan, is charged with aggravated assault and other crimes. He was released from the Fulton County Jail today after posting bond. Let's turn to weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here with a look at our first warn forecast.
We had a warm day today, but the humidity levels are down, so it actually felt pretty comfortable as we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam today. Bright sunshine this morning, few fair weather cumulus clouds this afternoon, and then some high cirrus clouds coming in late this evening. For the most part, they're not going to affect anything. Showers and thunderstorms in Minnesota and Iowa are pushing eastward, but notice how they're just fizzling as they cross over into northwestern Wisconsin, and I expect those thunderstorms in Iowa to do the same as they approach the Mississippi River later on tonight. High temperatures today, well into the 80s. Boscobel topped out at 89, La Crosse 88, as did Janesville. Madison was 86. Even the lakeshore areas, 84 degrees in Milwaukee, 90 for the high temperature in Fond du Lac. Current temperatures are in the upper 60s to lower 70s, but the dew point temperatures are starting to climb out to the west, and that will lead to thunderstorm chances by tomorrow afternoon. So look for an overnight low temperature in the middle 60s with partly cloudy skies, just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm toward the Mississippi River by morning. Then tomorrow, better chances for showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. High temperature at 85. Later on, I'll take a look at the Father's Day weekend in a little more detail.
For the first time in more than 2 weeks, the percentage of new coronavirus tests in Wisconsin has risen above 4%. State health officials confirmed nearly 400 new cases today, bringing the statewide total to nearly 24,000. About 76% of those patients have recovered. COVID-19 testing will now be offered to first responders across Dane County. Thousands of test kits are now available for police, fire, and EMS workers. County Executive Joe Parisi says testing is especially important for first responders because of how much they interact with the public.
They put a lot on the line for our community and the people they serve, and so we want to make sure that we can get them the services they need and make testing as convenient as possible.
Officials say testing is not required, but they do expect that most first responders will want to take the test. The county plans to set up testing at every first responder location that requests one, at least through next month. The Overture Center says it will be cutting staff and furloughing more than half of its workforce effective July 5th. The center says 60% of its employees will be affected. Some employees have been furloughed, laid off, or have had their hours reduced, and some positions have been eliminated. Across the country, 10 states saw a record number of new COVID-19 cases this week. Florida reported more than 3,200 new cases today alone. It's the largest single-day count in the state since the pandemic began. Florida joins 9 other states: Alabama, Arizona, California, Nevada, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, and Texas that are seeing record high 7-day averages of new coronavirus cases per day. New tonight, Senator Amy Klobuchar says she is withdrawing her name as a potential running mate for Joe Biden. It comes the same day as Biden said he will formally accept the Democratic presidential nomination in Milwaukee in August, despite the ongoing pandemic. Officials say the Democratic National Convention will be scaled back. The former vice president will accept the nomination on the final night of the convention, which is August 20th. The Supreme Court dealt another blow to the Trump administration today, ruling against its attempts to end the DACA program. It was created by the Obama administration to protect nearly 700,000 immigrants from deportation who were brought to the U.S. as children. Today's 5-4 ruling was written by Chief Justice John Roberts and allows those recipients to continue to renew members in the program. Facebook removed nearly 90 ads today posted by the accounts of President Trump, the Trump campaign, and Vice President Mike Pence. Facebook says the ads violated its policy against organized hate. They say all of the identical ads featured an upside-down red triangle, which is a symbol used by the Nazi Party in World War II. Still to come tonight, several summertime favorites in Madison have reopened or announcing plans to reopen, including the Union Terrace.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Save on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Just when the temp goes crazy, there's a ceiling fan sale at Madison Lighting. Cool your family room with a fan's gentle breeze and save money on your energy bill. Contemporary to farmhouse, Madison Lighting has hundreds of fans to choose from, with lots in stock right now. Add a fan in your bedroom and save. It's whisper quiet. And if you're working from home, save more during the ceiling fan sale at Madison Lighting. But hurry, sale ends June 20th.
At Pick and Save, we always do our very best to make sure we've got you covered. Restocking our shelves with help from one of the country's biggest supply chains. And we'll continue to bring our A game to get you what you need when you need it most. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Shop Steinhoffel's 4th of July sale and get a free Yeti cooler. Get 35% off store-wide, plus an extra 5% off our quality furniture. Plus no money down financing for 60 months and free no-contact shipping. Get amazing deals like any size Sealy mattress, $99. This sofa, $399. 5-piece dining set or this queen bed, $599. And get an extra 10% off all in-stock patio. 5-piece patio set, now $399. So shop Steinhoffel's first during our biggest 4th of July sale ever.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for just $199. Imagine your new CR-V for only $199 at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
You might want to tune in Friday morning because you might need the umbrella if you take the family out this weekend.
And for the first time ever, a new flag will be flying at the state capitol.
We'll tell you about the Juneteenth celebrations around town and more starting at 4:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
The Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development says the state's unemployment rate dropped to 12% last month. That is down from 13.9% in April. The survey was conducted the week the Safer at Home order ended, so only a couple days worth of job gains after that are reflected in those numbers. Starting Monday, the UW-Madison Memorial Union will begin a phased reopening plan. In the initial phase, the terrace will operate at no more than 25% capacity, and to get a spot, you need to make reservations. Students, staff, union members, alumni association members, and active duty service members can make reservations at no cost. Everyone else, you're going to have to buy a $5 one-day pass for a reservation. The Henry Vila Zoo is officially open to the public. If you want to go, there are some changes as well. The gate by the main parking lot on Randall Avenue will be the only one open. The zoo is open with reduced capacity, and there will be a one-way path throughout the grounds. There are more hand sanitizer stations, and zoo workers will wear masks and ask that visitors do so as well. A similar situation at Hilldale Mall, also reopening today. Staff is wearing masks, and guests are encouraged to as well. Hilldale also launched a Pick Up Quick curbside program to provide customers with a safe option to pick up groceries, takeout, or other products. Dr. Anthony Fauci says football may not happen this year, but the NFL seems more optimistic. Today, Dr. Fauci says, quote, unless players are essentially in a bubble insulated from the community and they are tested nearly every day, it would be very hard to see how football is able to be played this fall. Still, the NFL says they're getting ready to play this season as scheduled and planning out a number of safety measures too, including developing a testing program. Demolition has begun on the home of the former Brett Favre's Steakhouse in Green Bay. It was renamed to the Hall of Fame Chop House, which then closed about 2 years ago. In its place, plans submitted to the city of Green Bay last year show a new luxury hotel is set to be constructed on the lot. The hotel, called Legacy, is slated to house nearly 80 rooms. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti with a look at our forecast.
Charlotte, the weather is warm right now, but the climate has been warming steadily over the last century and a half just about. Here in Madison, a record of that climate change is in the climate stripes, or the warming stripes. Meteorologists around the world are wearing these buttons today to highlight that. And here in Madison, the red years are indicating above normal temperatures compared to the long-term average, and the blue years below normal temperatures, and that was in the 70s. But notice how temperatures have really warmed up as we have gotten into the 21st century, and that trend will continue as long as greenhouse gases continue to build up in the atmosphere. Tonight, thunderstorms have been building up out to the west of us, but notice how they've really diminished as they push into the drier air across Wisconsin. I think the same thing will happen with these batches of thunderstorms in Iowa. As they get close to the Mississippi River, they'll just kind of fall apart, but they'll form again tomorrow afternoon as our humidity levels start to increase. So 3 things you need to know in the forecast. 80s will still continue through the weekend, although just looking at some of the very latest computer model informations, we might be more in the low 80s for Father's Day Sunday. Humid conditions also developing with dew point temperatures in the 60s, but there could also be a break in the humidity on Father's Day afternoon, which would lead to lesser rain chances at that time. So thunderstorm chances will be highest tomorrow afternoon and Saturday, and a chance on Sunday. I think the best chances will be in the morning. So hopefully the afternoon cookouts for Dad will work out okay. High temperatures today well into the 80s across the state, even near Lake Michigan. Lake Superior cooling Superior to 74 degrees. Out to the west, temperatures mid to upper 80s. We're not seeing the 90s out there because they had cloud cover and these thunderstorms that erupted during the afternoon. But notice as they push eastward, they're starting to diminish. There's a narrow band of high pressure aloft that's really starting to fizzle these thunderstorms as they try to push into the drier air. So eventually we'll turn a little more humid and see better chances for thunderstorms, but that won't happen until tomorrow afternoon. So along a cold front that'll probably reach southern Wisconsin and then just kind of stall or even move back northward as a warm front a little bit on Saturday before coming back southward as a cold front on Sunday and bringing in slightly drier air. Notice as on the surface weather map, that cold front dividing temperatures in the 60s across much of Minnesota to the upper 70s in the La Crosse area, and the dew point temperatures now up to 60 in Madison, but a lot of mid to upper 60s out to the west where the air is a little bit more humid. So on future track, notice how the first batch of showers and storms dies out by early tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow afternoon, they pop up, continue into tomorrow evening. Notice the winds still out of the south through Saturday. That will keep the thunderstorm chances going, but then eventually on Sunday, we might see a surge of drier air come in from the west, and hopefully by afternoon, that would clear us out before the next batch of storms moves in for Monday. For tomorrow, look for very warm and humid conditions, some thunderstorms popping up later in the afternoon, high temperature at 85. On future track, notice the best chances for showers and thunderstorms, not early morning, but more afternoon into tomorrow evening, and then a little bit of a break overnight with more showers and thunderstorms during the day on Saturday. As far as the temperatures are concerned, look for highs in the low to mid 80s this weekend and even into Monday of next week, but then notice as we get into the middle part of next week, those temperatures get closer to the upper 70s to lower 80s, and thunderstorm chances mainly confined to Wednesday and Friday, but there'll also be some dry days there as well.
Well, summer is here.
It is.
Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
And coming up in sports, the Badgers summer conditioning program is looking a lot different. Why the man in charge of the workout says the smaller groups are actually a positive. Zach's in next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
Now every hybrid vehicle in Toyota's lineup is available with 0% financing. With fewer stops for gas, Toyota hybrids give you the confidence to go farther. And with 0% financing, Toyota hybrids are even more thrilling. Enjoy more freedom in a Toyota hybrid. See your Toyota dealer or shop and buy online.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on-demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
You could call the celebrity lifestyle a bit excessive. But what do you call an SUV roomy enough for these good boys? And the ones in the back.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Warn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
It's officially the season before the college football season, otherwise known as watch list season, where throughout June and July, football players are named to award watch lists that are given out at the end of the year. Jack Sanborn is the latest Badger to do so. The Wisconsin linebacker is one of 42 players named to the Lot Impact Trophy list. Last season, Sanborn led the team in tackles and interceptions. The UW football team is almost through their first week of their summer strength and conditioning program, and obviously this year is a lot different. Normally they'd be running, jumping, and lifting in groups of 40 and 50, not in groups of 10. But head strength coach Ross Kalaji is looking at the change as a positive. The smaller groups give him the better chance to grow closer to the Badgers.
You can push pause and you can say, hey, you can talk about some things maybe you don't do in the past. So I see it personally as an opportunity to grow more as a coach and for us to grow a little bit closer, maybe on a smaller level, but hopefully that extends then to a more global level.
Steve Stricker not playing in the RBC Heritage. Jordan Spieth was, and he had a nice little front nine. This is his approach on sticks it on the green. He tapped that in for birdie, part of a 6-hole stretch of straight chirpers. Spieth at 5 under, 2 shots behind Ian Poulter, who was making putts like that. Poulter and Mark Hubbard lead the field after 18 at 7 under. It's a big weekend for NASCAR. On Sunday, 5,000 fans will be allowed to watch the Geico 500 at Talladega Superspeedway from the grandstands. And speaking of the race, for entertainment purposes only, Penn National Gaming released their driver favorites to win it all. And Matt Kenseth comes in at 50-1. The Cambridge native last won at Talladega in 2012. That's it for sports. We'll be back.
The sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. We've transferred hundreds of clearance items from our warehouse to our store to save you up to 90% off for this massive blowout event. Bring your truck and trailer for immediate pickup or delivery. These deals are too hot to miss. Ashley Home Store.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With special offers like 0% financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Now get 0% financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Contact your Ford dealer or stop by today.
Fleet Farm has what dads want for Father's Day, whether he's chilling by the fire or heating up the grill. Fleet Farm has great deals for Dad. Get a $10 Fleet Farm gift card when you spend $50 or more on Yeti drinkware. And select Under Armour apparel for the family, 25% off our low fleet price. Plus, Fleet Farm gift cards make the perfect gift for Father's Day. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, US Cellular has your back with the Samsung Galaxy S25G. Free when you switch, plus no activation fees. Stream without disruption, capture and post without restriction, and do it all without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. That's why your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers. If you need a new new Silverado gets 0% APR for 72 months or $5,500 cash allowance on all Silverado Crew Cab pickups. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available.
The sale of the summer is on now at Ashley Home Store. Who says you have to pay thousands for one-of-a-kind furniture? Show your style with a custom sofa, now just $7.99 and ready for delivery in 3 weeks. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Go to Amazon.com/skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And Gary's here with a final check of your forecast.
Yeah, watching showers and thunderstorms well out to the west of us, but these will fizzle as they get close to Wisconsin. Temperatures right now, upper 60s, 69 in Madison, still 73 in Janesville. But notice the dew point temperature starting to increase out to the west as the humidity levels come up. That will lead to some thunderstorm chances tomorrow afternoon with a high of 85. And then we'll see thunderstorm chances Saturday, perhaps Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, hopefully staying dry for Father's Day. Then temperatures around 80 for much of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thank you for joining us. Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
Madison has a wealth of community leaders, and for 20 years, Paul Terranova has been among the very best. Terranova has built what is now the Lucier Community Education Center into an invaluable community resource. He will, of course, hate that I said he built, giving credit to others, especially the families who are what Lucier is all about. But Terranova's humble but dedicated leadership, his passionate advocacy for the Lucier community, and his deep commitment to capacity building, community organizing, and community-driven solutions to social issues have supported and empowered thousands of children, families, neighbors, and diverse groups on Madison's far west side. He has built partnerships, secured resources, and provided services that have strengthened a community and, by extension, a city. And there's no other way to say it. He's just a really good guy. We're happy to join in celebrating Paul Terranova's 20th anniversary as Executive Director of Lucier Community Education Center.